The decorations were up, the cake was set, and the music played softly in the background. The venue had space for 40 guests, but only 5 people had arrived. Malik, the birthday boy, sat at a table, poking at his plate with a fork. His best friend Jalen leaned back in his chair, arms crossed, trying to think of the right thing to say. The only other guy there, Leon, hovered awkwardly by the snack table, munching on pretzels. Nobody really liked Leon. He was a little strange, had odd ideas, and often got ignored. But he had a heart of gold, and he showed up when nobody else did. 2 girls, Amber and Tasha, sat at another table scrolling through their phones. They had shown up out of obligation, but even they seemed distracted. The party was a dud. Maybe people are just late, Jalen offered, but even he didn't sound convinced. Malik sighed. Nah, man, nobody's coming. He had sent out invites weeks ago, picked a great venue, and planned everything down to the last detail. And yet here he was, at a party built for 40, with just 5, feeling a mix of disappointment and frustration. He started checking his messages, trying to figure out what went wrong. One by one, the responses painted a picture. People weren't avoiding him. They were just busy. Someone had a wedding to attend, another had a work event, a few had family obligations, and others had just forgotten it wasn't about Malik. It was just bad timing. Guess I should have asked people when they were free before setting the date, Malik muttered. Leon, still chewing his pretzels, suddenly perked up. That's it! Jalen raised an eyebrow. What's it? Leon leaned forward, eyes gleaming. We need a time machine! Malik and Jalen exchanged glances. Amber and Tasha looked up, unimpressed. Leon, what are you talking about? Tasha asked, sighing. Leon nodded. No, really, I have one. I built it a while ago. Malik let out a short laugh. Right, Leon, sure you did. Leon didn't blink. I did, and we can use it. We'll find out when everybody's free, pick the perfect time, and hold the party then. No conflicts, no excuses. Jalen scoffed. And what, just reschedule history? Leon grinned. Exactly. Amber shook her head. This dude is wild. Tasha sighed. But also, low-key, I kind of want to see where this goes. Malik had no reason to believe him, but at this point, why not? All right, fine. Let's see this time machine. Leon's basement looked like a science experiment gone wrong, but sure enough, in the center stood a strange contraption covered in wires, dials, and blinking lights. Malik, Jalen, Amber, and Tasha stared as Leon adjusted some settings. Let's do this right, Leon said. We'll go back, ask everyone when they're free, set the perfect time, then return and throw the best party ever. This is insane, Jalen muttered as Leon flipped a switch. The machine whirred, the air crackled, and suddenly they weren't in the basement anymore. Over the next several days, past and future, they carefully gathered information. One by one, they asked every potential guest about their schedules, pinpointing the one moment in time where nothing else was happening, when no one had weddings, work, travel, or other plans. It was genius. With the perfect time locked in, they went back to the present, changed the invitations, and set the new date. This time, they were sure. Everyone had promised to come. To be extra certain, Leon made one final tweak. Let's push the attendance up a little. Make sure we get a full house. The machine can handle it. They activated the final setting, ensuring that at the peak of the party, there would be 50 people celebrating. The day arrived, the new perfect date, the time machine had done its work. Malik, Jalen, Leon, Amber, and Tasha stood in the decorated venue, excitement buzzing in the air. And as the clock struck party time, nobody came. The 5 stood there, glancing at the door, waiting for footsteps, a knock, a message, anything, nothing. Jalen let out a breath and sat down. Guess even time travel can't fix some things. Malik chuckled, shaking his head. Guess not. Leon looked disappointed for a moment, but then shrugged and grabbed a plate of cake. Well, we're here, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm still eating this cake. Jalen laughed. Might as well. Amber and Tasha looked at each other, then at the speakers in the corner of the room. So, nobody's here, but this playlist is kind of fire. Leon smirked. Y'all want to dance? Tasha and Amber grinned. Why not? They cranked up the music, and suddenly, the awkward party transformed into something else. Just the five of them, dancing, laughing, having fun. It wasn't what Malik had expected, but somehow, it felt right. Then just as the song changed, the door creaked open. A girl Malik didn't recognize stepped in, hesitating in the doorway. She was pretty, wearing sneakers and a casual dress, her hair tied up in a bun. She looked around and then locked eyes with Leon. "Hey," she said, a little shy. "I saw the invite. Thought I'd come by." Leon's face lit up. "You like to dance?" She smiled. "Yeah." Leon held out his hand and she took it, stepping onto the dance floor with them. Malik looked around, 5 friends, good music, cake, and a new guest willing to join in. It wasn't a packed house, but somehow it felt like the perfect party after all.